I'm out of breath. I'm Keith Miller, the author, The Basics for Successful Deer Hunting. And today we're going to talk about, yay, bow hunting. Okay, we showed you how to shoot a bow, whether it's conventional crossbow at a target. Now we're going to go over actually shooting a deer out here, okay? You see this on the hunting shows all the time. You know, the guy sees the buck, it comes underneath him, of course it's a real big buck, and he shoots it, thunk, and with the arrow, thunk, and the buck goes, runs off. And then he finds it later and says, hey, great shot. We're not going to do that today. We're going to show you the before that, getting ready for that. Okay, this is a ladder stand. All right, ladder stand, this sucker is 14 feet up, and then you add another couple of feet, so I'm like 16 feet up. This is a pretty good height to be up for shooting deer. Okay, next, you can see I have a rail here. It goes up and down. I also got a footrest right here. Now for actual hunting, I will have on long sleeve shirt, okay, gloves. You're not going to see the watch. You're not going to see the rings. You know, none of that stuff. I will have a mask, a light colored, like for turkey hunting, one of those masks, because it's pretty hot down here. You can see I'm already perspiring. It's hot out here. And of course, this is about 11:30 a.m. In the morning won't be that bad. You know, we're talking in the 60s in October. If you're up in Missouri, for instance, it might be in the 50s, 60s in the morning for bow hunting, which is right around the corner. So, you know, in the southeast it gets cooler, but down here in South Texas, which is like in South Florida, that's where we are as far as latitude, it's pretty warm. So anyway, I'm gonna have long sleeve. I'm gonna already sprayed myself way back there. I'm gonna have my bow ready to go or cranked up. Okay, the only thing is I won't have an arrow or bolt in it. Wait until I get up here for that, and then I am going to get ready and shoot a deer. Okay, now what we did was, Ron and I, who the cameraman is, I got fired from my last job with the shotgun. Sorry about that. We spaced out 30 yards. Okay, that's exactly where the rubs are. No kidding. There's a good rub line right out there, 30 yards. And basically, I believe that's where I'm going to shoot this big buck this year. Right out there. Now, who knows? It might be right there. Okay? 20 yards. Doink. Whatever. You never know. Might come this way 20 yards. There he is. Doink. In bow hunting, you have to be very vigilant. You can't be sitting there, you know, reading a book or reading your cell phone, messages, your text messages from your girlfriend, blah, or boyfriend, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Okay? You gotta be still. You gotta be looking. No sudden movements. See? Deer see that. Deer see this. You know? You gotta be really slow about the way you look. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So, again, I'd be totally camouflaged. My face would be covered, right? You're not gonna see my round, smiling face. Okay? Now, how do we get our bow up here? Well, first thing we're going to do, we got our little bag. Remember that bag? We have everything in it. So, I have 550 cord here. Okay? And what I'm going to do, I tied it to the bag. Now I'm just going to pull it up. There you go. Now, I got all my supplies right here. Okay? Whatever I need. I'm going to put it right here between my legs. Then take the spare line. Now I'm going to tie it. Why am I doing this? Because let's just say the bag fell. Okay? If I don't tie it to the rail, if it falls, it only goes here. It's not going to go thump and hit the ground and scare off any deer within hearing distance. Now we're going to get our bow up with another line. This takes a while. This is heavy. Crossbows are very heavy. want to touch our arrows. Okay, now, looking at our targets, yeah, I got this ready. Looking at our targets, Ron, go ahead and show them where Max is, Maxine. It's Max if it has horns, and Maxine if it does not. As you can see, there's our deer. What Ron did, Ron and I, we went 30 yards out where the rubs were, just how happened they're 30 yards out, and we put ribbons up, marking where 30 yards is. Okay, you can see the ribbons up in the tree, we put them high. Deer are, like I said, deer aren't walking around looking real high. They don't do that. They do look low. Now they will glance if there's movement. So, we have our range markers, basically marked off 30, two directions where we can see. The other direction's 20, that's the best I can see is 20. Alright, so this time, Ron, we're going to get a good position so you can see Max, and I'm going to shoot an arrow into it. You can put it on pause for right now.